Hello, good afternoon, morning, or evening, or whatever time zone you're in. This is Giovanni Bonella Acosta, and this is my presentation on the psychological skills training. So, who am I and my goal for this presentation? I am a transfer student from St. Petersburg College. I am a current junior in the exercise science program, and today I will be sharing 5 takeaways from our reading and lectures in regards to the psychological skills training. In my life specifically, I always thought of myself always kind of thinking backwards. If that makes any sense, it's sort of like I don't know how I'm gonna get there, and I may or may not know what the steps are going to be, but regardless, as long as I keep moving forward, I'll find the steps. I'll ask how to or what the steps are. So I wanted to start with the first big idea that I got from the reading and the most important, self-regulation. In the reading, the authors described it as the ultimate goal of the psychological skills training, or PST, is to have athletes effectively function on their own without needing constant direction from a coach or sports psychologist. I truly believe for any athlete, any person, to be successful, first they must be able to self-regulate or control their emotions, to continue to strive forward even when things begin to become difficult. In this photo, you can see the boxer sort of contemplating and assessing, and you would think essentially how and what to do next to defeat his opponent in the other corner. So again, sort of on that premise of thinking backwards, working your way backwards, one of the ways to get to a place of self-regulation is building mental toughness. Some of the attributes listed from Jones and colleagues include concentration, confidence, dealing with pressure, and motivation. With these in mind, it goes to what I was mentioning earlier. To get somewhere you want to be, you have to think of the steps to get there. With building mental toughness, this will provide the athlete or said individual the foundation to perform well and motivate their teammates and others around them to do well also. And you'll see some of these attributes I will also be mentioning in later slides. I think self-talk, specifically positive self-talk, is a great tool to use when training your psychological skills. One of my favorite thought processes of Cristiano Ronaldo is when he said before he shoots the ball, like in a free kick, like in this photo here, he's already talking to himself, he's already thinking to himself and envisioning the ball is in the back of the net. With self-talk, it can be utilized to combat negative thoughts, negative self-talk, and help really mentally get closer to your desired outcome and really manifest the result, such as placing the ball in the back of the net during a soccer game. Setting goals or goal setting is also important, is also an important part of self-regulation and building mental toughness. Essentially, it's asking, what is the reason you are even trying so hard? What are you doing? How are you going to do it? How are you going to get there? Every journey has a destination. Utilizing things like the smarter goals can facilitate growth for an individual. Goals can also help monitor progress and keep track of sort of long-term and short-term achievements, milestones, which can then help think of other goals and milestones that can be achieved or that you'd like to achieve. This also pushes the individuals to develop strategies for achieving and reaching those goals. Lastly, self-confidence. If you don't believe that you can surpass said obstacle or achieve said objective, you've already lost the majority of the battle. Self-confidence is similar to self-efficacy, but in a more broader sense. Self-confidence is also a valuable tool when it comes to performance and self-regulation. If at every point or moment that becomes difficult, an individual begins to doubt themselves or thinking that making progress would be impossible, then it will make things difficult. It won't make things impossible, but it will make things difficult. By recalling from past performances and other experiences and associating it with long-term goals and learning experiences, an individual can grow their self-confidence to a level where they'll be able to self-regulate and manage themselves and their own emotions. With all things considered, the readings and this presentation has been really helpful, especially to me. I am personally going to be using these tools and practicing them in the off season, aka this winter break, and not during the semester when all depths break loose. Thank you, and hopefully this helped you the way it has helped me. Thank you, and have a good one.